Hi, welcome to RIBESE'S Musings, where reality meets authenticity. Hi, welcome to RIBESE'S Musings, where reality meets authenticity. This is a space where we talk about life and talk about it honestly and authentically. My name is RIBESE and I am your host. If this is not your first time on this channel, I would like to say thank you so much for sticking around and for engaging with my content. But if this is your first time, I would also like to say thank you for checking us out and also ask you to feel free to subscribe to my channel and also to like, comment, and share, and also interact with my previous content as well. Thank you. This channel primarily exists to amplify conversations around the slums, slum living, urban poverty, inequality, and also around the people of the slum. I think it's important for me, before I delve in deeper, to just explain or give a brief description of what a slum is for the benefit of you who may be watching and don't know what a slum is. So a slum is an area that is overcrowded, and Google defines it as a place where it's full of very poor people. So it's an urban area that is very overcrowded, and the people who live in that space are considered to be very poor. So I am a person who really was born, bred, and raised in the slum. If you are in Kenya, I was raised in Kibera slums, Kibera being the largest slum in Africa. And I went through all the experiences that people of the slum go through, and somehow made it out of it. And therefore, I feel like I am at a space where I would like to pick up these conversations and create awareness around it. I am approaching this space or these conversations with a lot of humility and gratitude. First, to the many organizations and individuals, and especially in the humanitarian space, who have taken up different aspects of interventions to help the people of the slum. We have humanitarians in literally every sector of life that one would think about: in the education sector, in the health sector, in sports, in the sexual areas of sexual awareness, and even areas of mental health awareness. And these are people who are really given to helping not only emancipate people from the slum environment, but also to create awareness to the world about the challenges that are there in the slums, the challenges of lack of infrastructure, the challenges of lack of poor sanitation, the challenges of unemployment, the challenges of poor health, and all that. And therefore, as I approach these conversations, especially as a person who was born, bred, and raised in the slum, I am approaching it with a lot of humility and with a lot of empathy, for lack of a better word, knowing that a lot is taking place in the ground to help the people of the slum. As I said earlier, I'm a person who was born, bred, raised in the slum, and all my life, that's all I ever knew. I went through all the issues I got through. And the funny thing is that when you're in the slum, you don't know that some of these issues that you're going through are actually detrimental or are disadvantages. I mean, because that is all you know. But then when you come out of it, you realize that you are selling yourself short. You just realize that there's a whole world that exists that was kind of in your blind spot. And so that is really the approach that I would like to take, because I know that much as, yes, the slum environment is disadvantaged, most of the people in it don't see it that way, because that's all they know. But once you get out of that environment, then you realize that there is more to life. There is more than life has to offer. As a person, I really have had this issue of slum living and the challenges around it in my heart, to the extent that I actually wrote a book just documenting my life in the slums, just giving my personal encounters, and also hoping that I was going to encourage someone. And therefore, that's how I ended up also beginning this channel, to help and to amplify the conversations, and to just tell the person in there that you're seen, you're heard, you're loved, and that there is hope. In my previous episode, I promised that I was going to give my perspectives about the slum and why this matter is so close to my heart, and why I think it's an area worth talking about. Well, so the thing is this, that while many people may call the slum ghetto, for most people it's their home. For most people, that's all the home they know, because when you are living in a slum, you will realize that there are people who don't have upcountry. Some people, that's all the home they know. And so it is an area that is close to many people's hearts. It is a place that despite its dilapidation, despite its appearance, it is a home for so many people. Yeah, so a little change of location there because of a lot of background noise that I was experiencing at the previous position. Well, I just want to finish on the line of thought that I had built up, especially when I was talking about the people of the slum. I was saying that the slum has like two categories of people. The people who have come there because they were looking for a job, and because and that was their first point of entry, because it's a cheaper place to live. So as they were figuring things out, then such people would normally come out. But there is also this category of people who they call it home because they have no other place to go. They have no country to go. They have no hope of ever living there. Maybe they were chased there, of course, or maybe somehow life dealt them that they had to be there. And for such people, it's not easy to come out and complain about slum living. You know, first of all, they are somehow content, or they have made peace with that environment, and therefore they feel like there's no point of talking about it. This is my place. This is where I belong. I am supposed to be at this level, and other people are supposed to be higher than me. But for me was for a long time, that was my mentality, that yes, I may be bright, I may be talented, I may be gifted, but there is no way I can come out of it. But then after making it out, well, then you actually come to experience different areas of life. You experience a dignified life. Then you realize that you were actually disadvantaged. And so I really am trying to just be a voice of those who don't think they need to talk about it, of those who have left it for others to do it for them. And I need to clarify here that I'm not trying to throw a pity party. No, I'm not trying to call people together to feel pity for the slum people. No, I am calling for sobriety, and I'm calling for voices of reason. I'm just opening up a space that probably was never open before. When you are, for instance, moving along a Langata Road, and then you see those mabati iron sheet houses, the rusted ones, and do you know what's going on there? Do you know the people there? What do you think of those people there? How do you label them? Do you think it's a space of interest? So really, it's I'm highlighting it, and also I'm not really just addressing those who look at the people of the slum. I also will come to a place of even addressing the very people of the slum, the mentalities that they have been made to live by, and those which keep them trapped there. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Yeah, and really, once again, to just re-emphasize that I know it's a space that is sensitive, or maybe not many people would care for it, or others would care for it, but for different reasons. But for myself, I care for it because I have my roots there, and I feel like it's good to voice my opinion about it in a positive way. I would like to add value to the conversations already in place. I would like to spread hope. I would like to spread encouragement, and I would also like to just highlight even positive things that come from the slum that you never thought about. And also look out for, as we go along, look out for wonderful opinion shapers from the slum and their point of view. And I'm really eager to share with you what I have learned from the different players in the slum of how they look at different issues. You will really love these conversations, and therefore I would just love to ask you to stick around. I would love to ask you to engage with me. I would like to ask you to also put in your thoughts and what areas you would like to think about, and just stick around and see the trail of how things are going to unfold, because I believe we are going somewhere. Yeah, so next time I intend to just come out and talk about some prejudices, stereotypes that I hear people talking about the people of the slum, some of which are a real put off. Yeah, and also others which probably are so obvious. I would love to bring them to the fore, and just make you also see why some of these issues are unsettling to me. Before you log out, would you consider to watch some of my content, which I have done, especially centered around my book and book launch, even as we scale up to more deeper and meaningful conversations. Until next time, I've been your host, Rebese. Bye.